Can I thank the more than 7,000 people that came forward and got tested in the last 24 hours? We do need everybody who has even the mildest symptoms to come forward and get tested. And there were 4 cases overnight. All 4 are from overseas travellers. So the good news is no community-to-community transmission. All 4 cases were people who were in quarantine and come off planes, which is positive news in terms of containing the spread from a community-to-community transmission. And as we ease restrictions, it's more important than ever before for us to be vigilant. Even if you're out and about for recreational purposes, please maintain that social distancing. Please know that the virus is as deadly, as contagious as it's always been, and that we have to live in a COVID-safe environment forevermore until there's a vaccine or until there's a cure, which all the health experts suggest is still some time away. Can I also formally announce this morning, alongside the Deputy Premier John Barilaro, that we're pleased to say that from 1 June there'll be no travel restrictions in New South Wales. You can go on a holiday with your family or your friends, but please also know that the holiday you'll be taking from 1 June in the COVID-safe environment will be different from a holiday you've taken before. Please take extra care in planning ahead, booking online, and making sure that you keep away from large crowds and protect your friends and your family as you're holidaying. We want people to enjoy themselves, to feel free, but at the same time, please know that nothing we do is the same during a pandemic. You have to assume that you've got to book ahead, think about opportunities to enjoy the different environment in perhaps a different way you would have traditionally, but also please make sure you're safe. And also from that date, many of our cultural institutions, our art galleries, our museums, our libraries will also be able to open their doors, but again, they will have special qualifications. It might involve having a special time to allow those most vulnerable to use the facilities. It does mean booking ahead, but it also means making sure that you leave a record if you're visiting one of those places, so that if something happens unexpectedly, if there is a case, we can follow up very quickly. So whilst we're easing restrictions, we want people to enjoy the extra freedom they have. However, it does mean you have to think ahead and plan ahead, and accept that nothing we did before the pandemic will be quite the same during the pandemic. So whilst it's good news, please treat the good news with caution, be extra organised, plan ahead, book ahead, do things online, and as far as possible, make sure that you keep your family safe and those around you safe. So whilst it's great news for people across the state, and of course New South Wales is always open to welcome people from other states. We intend to keep our borders open. We think that's best for New South Wales, but also best for Australia. And we will play our part as the largest state, as traditionally the economic powerhouse of the nation, to make sure we generate as much economic activity as possible in a safe environment. We certainly don't want to see job numbers continue to crash as they did in April. We want people to feel encouraged and hopeful about the future, but we also want people to be realistic in that a COVID-safe environment will look and feel very differently to what it did before the pandemic. I'll now ask Dr. Chant to give her daily report, and then the Deputy Premier will outline in greater detail what this means for the regions and what it means for New South Wales moving forward. Thank you.